Hoorah. I am Dr. Minister Vermont Princ for the Institut, Church of Christ Consciousness for Worldwide Hope. Welcome to another ministry of Naked Church, where we offer you the highest quality grade of advanced metaphysics known to date in the form of Itaqua. This right here, what you're looking at, this image, this ministry today is going to be about this image. This right here is the source of our problems. It's not social injustice. It's not bad relationships. It's not the people you're around. It's this. And I'm going to show you this really quickly. Okay, I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to show you parts of this really quickly. Okay, here you see 1 finger, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers. A palm, that's 6. An arm, that's 7. Another 5 fingers, and another 5 fingers, another palm, another arm. That's another 7. 7 and 7 is 14. This is 15. Neck is 16. 17. 18. 19. 20, 21. 22. 23. And this together is 5 and 5. That's 33. We have 33 parts to this. This is called STATIX33. This image, STATIX 33, is 33 fragments of the individual. These fragments represents how our sexual energy gets disrupted in its natural flow, in its magnetism, and it gets disrupted through an electrical charge. Not going to get too much into that part right now. I want to go a little bit more into this. These are showing the areas of the blockages that the blockages generally occur in. They generally get blocked here, or they get stuck here, around this area, this region, between the joints of the toes to the foot, the fingers to the palm, so forth and so on. Between here and here, these are the general areas. Between here and here, in your genitalia region, and here. These are the general areas that get blocked. Abayani session is what is used to unblock those codes. Now, I'm gonna close and zoom in so we can get to seeing some things that I want to show you. This is very hard to see because it's so enlarged. It's, really grainy. This is a box. This looks like lips, but it's really not lips. It's really a frequency wave. And the original depiction is a multicolored frequency waves. This is a box or a cube. There's a person inside of it in the fetal position, so to speak, sitting up in an upright fetal position. This right here is the genitalia region. This represents us. We're trapped here. Not trapped here in a sense like most people would say, oh, we're too sexualized, that's why we're trapped. No, we are trapped here because we have not learned to master this, to properly embrace this. This area represents your creativity, your creative power that has been harnessed and placed inside of a box. Then from here we see the ladder that goes up to right here. Let's look at this again. Well, not again, but for the first time. In this area right here, this little hole is a keyhole that's in the heart region. You first must escape this box. Get out of the box, which is your sexuality. Get out of letting people box you in when it comes to your sexuality, as far as you can't do this or can't do that. And allow ourselves to be creative and expressive in our sexuality. Then we can begin to climb the ladder to here and unlock the heart region. The heart is more about feeling and knowing. That's why we say Church of Christ consciousness, not consciousness. Consciousness to be aware. Consciousness is a knowing that does not need any proof. It basically solidifies itself. Then from there, we continue to ascend the ladder to here around the pineal gland. People also call it the pineal gland area. And here we unlock this. People refer to that as the mind or the seat of consciousness as well. This represents our sexuality or creativity, our creative nature. This represents our inner knowing, our intuition. This represents our imagination. Let's look at the word imagination. IMAGINATION. Now, if you separate that, IMAGI, that's one word. Then you have NATION. So you have I, my guy, and nation. You separate the I from the my guy. You have I and you have M. You have I, then you have a space. Then you have MAGI, which is my guy. And then you have nation. I is the self, is the reference to the self, or the true self, the real you. My guy basically represents wisdom or knowing, higher knowing. And nation is a collective body of individuals functioning as one. A collective body. Your fingers are known as members. Toes as members or digits. Parts of your body, limbs are known as members or digits. So, in the imagination, people say the imagination means exaggerating, untruth. That's not what imagination actually means. Imagination actually really is one tapping into the highest form of inner knowing in a way that brings all aspects of oneself into one government or under one balanced idea, if you want to use that word. That word is kind of tricky, but we're going to go with idea for now. Or a better word is under one balanced foundation. Let's call it that. That's because the word idea, that's a whole nother video. This is what we need to be doing. We need to be embracing our sexuality so that we can unlock our creative force. Climb this ladder, unlocking our heart area, not heart chakra, heart area. This part of ourselves, symbolically speaking, so that we can have this inner knowing, this intuition. Then we climb up here and unlock the mental, the mind, or our imagination. Your creativity has to be felt and expressed. Your creative energy being felt, then expressed. This is the threefold state of creation, how creation works. Remember, in the beginning was the Word. Remember, in the beginning was the Word. The creative force existed. And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And the Word became flesh. But it's really, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word became flesh. This is how we manifest stuff on earth. This is the process. But if you're not unlocking this, you're not doing anything. You're gonna be in this prison, and you're never gonna do this. What you're gonna be working, what your people working from here and here are not really working from here and here. They're really working from inside this box, mimicking what they've been taught and what they've been told. It's a reason why when boxers have a match, they tell them don't have sex before the match, don't masturbate, don't, release yourself. They say because you can harness all that energy into defeating your opponent. They say the same thing to athletes. It's a reason for that. Because sexual energy can be harnessed in a way that becomes physical reality. if you want to manifest something, what you need to do is control this. And it's not about not having sex. That's a technique that they use. It's a lesser technique. The greater technique is to actually have sex comfortably and without guilt, shame, fear, doubt. Because the box has six sides, 6 panels, has 4 walls, a top and a bottom. It's fear, guilt, shame, doubt, worry, guilt. So we're going to start again. We have fear. That's the number one thing. We have guilt, shame, doubt. We have fear, guilt, shame, doubt. Okay, now we're going to have worry and we're going to have blame. Those are the things that keep us locked in. Worry is also at times been known as confusion. And the system keeps us in this box. We don't just put ourselves in this box. The system's overall teachings keeps us in this box. That's what we teach in Naked Church. We teach the individual to realize the part that the system is playing on destroying our natural creativity, our natural selves. They don't want us to live out our unlimited, infinite potential. That's what's in here. We are huddled up in this box in a fetal position, feeling trapped, cramped up. But they don't want us to get out of the box, because once you get out of the box, you start exploring your unlimited, infinite potential. That's what's going on. This, again, is called STATIX33. You see the individual forming the capital letter Y. That's the greatest of all the questions. Why? Not who, not what, not when, not where, not how, not if, but why? Why? Once you know why, you know all. You know the core of a thing. So I'm just going to bring this to a closure. That's what we teach in Naked Church. Unlock your sexual energy. Perform ritual magic in your life. And when I say ritual magic, I don't mean getting crystals and casting spells and stuff like that. I mean that you can use your sexual energy. When you have your sexual energy, you can carry it with you. And when you need something, you manifest it. Or it plays out for you because it's magnetic. So it already knows what you need according to your consciousness. It's just going to bring those things to you. You just have to be willing to accept them. This is the power that we have in this matrix. We're in a simulation, people. This thing we call life is nothing but a simulation. It's a virtual reality time loop simulation program. And we have been designed to vibrate to its highest aspect. But in this program, there's a virus. There's a virus that have been put on this program, and the virus is manifesting itself as everything that's the system or against us being in tune with the matrix. We're supposed to be in tune with it. We don't fight it. We get in tune with it so that we can get all the information that we need. Not in tune, attuned. ATTUNED with it. And then from there, we can practice the 1080 transcendent state of going beyond the matrix. Okay, I just want to say I'm not your average priest. It's not your grandma's religion. I might not like you, but I love you. Remember, Jesus Christ was a woman who came to teach Itaka, which is the 1080 frequency. And how did she do that? By teaching EYS, embrace your sexuality, because Onchi Gaga, sex is the gateway to God or source. Rahu. Oh, remember, like this video, subscribe if you aren't already, and be sure to share. We have to get this information out there, people. We working on this information. It's not just information for nothing. I'm going to show you how to use all of this. I don't like to put the information out there on YouTube or any other social platform, because people misapproach. People like Nature Boy and other con artists that are out there are taking this information and they're using it to build harems so that they can have all kinds of sex with women that they don't mean any good, and they're giving people diseases, and they're getting women pregnant, and the women are single mothers and stuff like that. People are doing damage with this information. Nature Boy has stole a lot of this information from me, and he's using it, and it's working like a charm for him. So what I do is I put the basics out there. When you want more information, you'll leave a comment, say I want more information. We'll hook it up and we'll talk one-on-one. That's the way I like to do it. I don't really like to make videos that too detailed for the social media. All right? So that's just that. You want to know more? I'll tell you more. Rahul?